you want to do that one, I'm telling you. Okay, hang on, here's a good one. Are there people without souls? If so, who and why are they? And what is the world percentage of them? Okay, no, you can't exist without a soul. I mean, even demons have a soul, okay? It's a little different. They don't incarnate in the world in human form. They don't incarnate on planet Earth, but they definitely interfere with us. But as far as truly not having a soul, it doesn't exist. I mean, you might you might have some different kinds of souls, but basically, no, you have to have a soul to have it. The soul is what animates the body, okay? So no. All right, hang on a second. Okay. Okay. I read that some healers strip people's coding and take it. Is there a way to correct this and get back your codes? Whoa. Let me look into this a second. What's going on here? I mean, there are people who do some pretty bad things that mess people up. It's really not cool. And let's see here. Do they actually take their codes? No, they don't actually get their codes because the coding is it's in your DNA, okay? It's in your whole energy field. Okay, but what they can do and what they do take out are different things that will affect you negatively. Let me see, how can I describe it? So, okay, so yeah, so if this obviously you've had something happen where you feel like something's been taken out of your energy field. Okay, so let me just see. The beings that take things out. I mean, it's not real common at all, but there is something that what are they doing? They're interfering. Okay, got it. Okay, but as far as code, some kind of taking out. What are people experiencing? What is this person experiencing? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What was that? What was that? Uh-huh. Okay, it's almost like what's being taken out. I know this might sound weird, but it's almost like an identity, how we identify with ourselves, how we, like you have this identity that we have. So they can actually take out like an identity frequency, which will mess you up. It also, because that also affects your ego, things of that nature. Is there anything else? Yeah, there's something else too that can be taken out. Ah, duh. Okay, yeah, your soul can be pulled right out of your body, which will fuck you up. Okay, so that's a couple of things that can happen. Being corrected, you probably have to have someone help out. Intervention. I mean, you might, if you're strong enough and you know who took it, where they went, why, all that good stuff, you can probably get all this energy frequencies back, but you might need help doing that. Okay, all righty. All right. Hang on. Okie dokie. Okay. All right. This is a big thing, people. So the question is my opinion on psychedelic medicines trips. Do I recommend doing it? Okay. Here's the thing. All right. In my younger days, I did spend time doing what we call journeys, sacraments, medicine journeys. Okay. This is back in the 80s and 90s. I stopped doing stuff probably in 1999, 2000, somewhere in there. So it's been 22 years. But in my personal experience, there are things that you can never know, you'll never understand, you'll never see, you'll never open up to without something that shifts your consciousness and opens you to all these different realms, all these different levels of consciousness. For me personally, on that journey, what really, it's not that the journeys themselves heal you or change you. It brings things to your awareness. Then you have things that you can face and deal with and unravel and clear. Now, some people do get some kind of healing happening, like maybe with ayahuasca, iboga. Iboga is used in Mexico. Iboga, for people who are alcoholics, heavy drug addicts, iboga is one of the most potent, powerful, life-changing medicine sacraments that is, because people literally get healed. they get off the alcohol, they get off the drugs. It actually works. I worked with this back in, let me remember, I was still living in Golden Valley, and I left Golden Valley. What year was that? 2009. So in 2009, I actually was, I wasn't working personally with people, but I was with people that were doing Iboga, and I also did Iboga. And just so you know, with the Iboga journey, in that year, 2009, literally I saw that the glaciers would be melting much faster than they predicted, and that's actually happening. I was shown, I went right into the glaciers, and I was shown there was like major pocket holes, there was all kinds of different things, and the glaciers, once they really started melting, they'd be melting quickly. That is happening, okay? So answering your question, I think for people that want to really open up, I think the best way to do that, one of the most potent ways to do that, is through what I call sacraments, medicine journeys, things that, you know, that, and also, but also to have a someone there with you, you know, and don't just be doing this on your own if you've never done anything, because it can get pretty wild, pretty intense, pretty scary. But if you've got, you know, space holders, you got ayahuasqueros if you're going to do ayahuasca. There's Iboga, there's Jurema. I mean, the list, there's Toad, there's all kinds of stuff. So all of these are going to expand you in ways that nothing else will. There's things you will never know, never understand without this kind of experience. So I've had massive experiences in my younger times, opened me up to many things that I actually know now and bring, you know, what I bring to the world. All right. Okay, hang on. This is a good one. Okay. Can we do personal clearings with you and your team that are for our child and not ourselves? Yes, absolutely. People, here's the thing, which I call it, there's different ways we work. Okay. So one of the ways is I do a surrogate. That means, for example, let's just say that this person called in and we're going to do a session for the child. And I literally pull the energy frequency, soul energy frequency of that child into the body of the parent or whoever's going to be doing this. Okay. And what happens is the person that this energy's come into, you are now fully aware, feeling all the sensations, emotions of that person, of the child. And as I'm clearing, you will feel those clearings happening. So I'm using you, using the parent or a surrogate to actually do that. I can also clear, our team can clear people without doing a surrogate. We can still clear energy. The reason I like to do in a surrogate is because there's actual tangible sensations and feelings that the surrogate's feeling, so that I know that things are moving and getting cleared. Okay. So yes, absolutely yes to that answer, to that question. Okay, hang on. Here we go. All right, people. When people pray religion, do they connect to a false God or to the ultimate infinite true creator? I'm actually glad someone asked this. I don't like to bring these kinds of things out into the open because people get really upset because we're talking belief systems. We're talking ingredient into the body, like anchored in belief systems, you know, and people get mad. They want to hurt you if you don't believe what they believe. Okay. So here's the thing, people. You're praying, you're actually connecting and praying to your own higher levels, okay, to your own God self, to your own higher self, to your own super consciousness. All right. When we seemingly are connecting with other, like when we think it's God out here, okay, I want to show you, okay. When I'm leaning out, I'm praying to something external outside of my body, okay? When I'm doing that kind of thing, oftentimes what presents are different beings that, you know, different spiritual beings. Sometimes archangels present, sometimes high-level beings present, but it's not what we call the all that is, creation, God's source, okay? Because that doesn't have emotions. That is everything, all existence. It's not answering your prayers. It's not talking to you. What's talking to you, again, are your own higher levels, aspects of you, and other beings that are not totally creator, source, God. Okay. when you track these energies, when you start looking to get a true sense of what's really going on, I mean, people are having experiences like even down even when people die. Okay, there's people feel very safe, loving energy. People present, different people present even the frequency of different depending on your religious beliefs. Jesus, Muhammad, Krishna. I mean, Confucius. I mean, all these different. Sam Lewis. There's all Moses, all these beings that were in human form, they can still present. Okay, it's all about your belief systems, people. And yes, there you are shown the light, but you're also shown your life. You're shown all the things you've done, what you learned, what you didn't learn. So you kind of face your whole life, and and then you are welcomed by your family, soul family. People that you're connected with. So coming back to the ultimate truth, the truth people don't want to know is no, you're not when you're praying, that what we think of as God is not answering your prayers. It is your own higher levels. It is higher beings, higher level beings, some of them messiahs, whatever. Um, but as far as the God creator consciousness, that's unknowable. You can't know that. You can't fathom that. And then, again, there's no creation has no emotion. That became a human experience through its journey on planet Earth and having physical form, having physical pain, ultimately emotional pain, and then we created all of these angst in our lives and our frequencies. But ultimately, when we are in that state of pure love and light, the no thing, there's no emotion, no thought, no desire, no need, no poor me, nothing. Okay, what is this? Okay, hang on. What is this? Okay. I heard that when you pray for someone, a cord opens between you and that person. If your prayers, for example, weigh pounds, and 2 pounds of person's energy gets stuck through that cord into your field, vice versa. No, I mean, the only way something like that would happen is if you're actually pulling the energy from that person. Okay. Also, cords aren't necessarily happening because you're praying for someone. Cording happens from an emotional state, an unconscious emotional state of neediness, of feeling, like trying to take care of or protect or caretake others. There's an emotional component when we create cording. Otherwise, there's no cording happening. All right. And if you really want to pray for someone, connect with your own self, connect with your own higher levels, have your higher levels connect with their higher levels, and then you put the prayers in through that way, or directly connect with their higher levels and pray at that level. Okay. Just kind of like going direct to their own higher levels. Okay. So the only way courting is going to happen is there's some kind of an emotional issue going on, or perhaps you feel bad for the person, you think you want to help them, you think you're going to save them, and this can all be subconscious. It doesn't mean that your conscious mind is actually aware that you're courting into this person. Okay. But if you've got any kind of desire, any kind of feeling, belief that you want to help somebody, save somebody, rescue them, protect, you could be courting in. Or if they're needing, wanting to be saved, to be protected, to be helped, whatever, they can be courting into you. All right. Keep it clean, go direct to the higher levels. What? Hang on a second. Cynthia, what? You talk a lot about the way to, oh, oh, in the master class. Right. You go really deep and, right. Yes. There's some other stuff I actually do. And part of it has to do with coming into the very core of who we are, the light that is inside of everyone. Everyone has that light, okay? Everyone. I don't care who you are, you got that light. So basically coming in to that core light within you, and from that place, that's where you do your prayers from, because there's no ego in here. It's pure. All right? Which, by the way, MasterClass Series, this is a recording. These recordings are phenomenal. There's like 12, 15, 16 hours. You go at your own pace. There's a workbook, there's information, there's demonstrations. It's phenomenal, people. Some of the best things ever. And then also Know Thyself. You want to learn all this stuff, high consciousness stuff, join Know Thyself. All right, hang on, hang on. Where are you at? Okay, yeah. I'm in the Caribbean. Was told draconian energy was seeded into the land in most Caribbean countries. Can things like this be removed from the land, the land in the countries? All right, people. I was in Jamaica several years back. Okay, I just want to share something, people. I've only had 2 times in my entire life where I went, uh-oh. Okay, 2 times. One was when I was working with a client and she was being interfered with like a massive evil energy, and when I tracked it, I saw energy like unbelievable, like massive black evil that had penetrated our dimension. I saw that evil and it was like, uh-oh. So I had a moment, maybe 2 seconds of like a little bit of a fear, then I got over it. Okay. The second time was in Jamaica. We were in some kind of cave area. There were the slave when they first were over, they would go and hide, from the people that were enslaving them. And these people were conjuring, like seriously conjuring. Okay. This is where black magic, voodoo, that kind of stuff is happening, really intense. And it is that draconian energy and it has been seeded. Okay. So when I was there, these people came in and they put the guy in the water and he was trying to get stuff out of him, like all this black shit. And, right there, what am I going to do? I'm standing there. It's like, here's the thing. When someone's put on my path, I'm going to help them. So this guy was one on my path. So I started clearing all the energy, releasing. Well, guess what happened? That friggin' evil energy saw me and came at me. All right. So this is what happened for me was I was I was thinking, oh great, I'm gonna be tracked now. This stuff's just gonna be like for pursuing me. And what actually happened, I called my buddy William Linville, and we just kind of, I don't know what we did. It wasn't a big deal, but this energy wasn't after me. But again, I had that moment. I had a moment. Okay, so yes, there are draconian energies. No, you're not going to clear them. You are not going to clear them. Okay, it's friggin' massive. It's seeped into the land. It's all through like if you could see, if you look into the frequencies, like these are volcanic areas, their evil is all throughout the lands, through the islands, and it goes all over the place. So no, you're not going to clear it out. So, if you want to go to these Caribbean places, just know what you're dealing with. Hold the light. Just hold the light. Blackness will not attack you, will not get into you if you hold the light. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, I want to just post this from Cynthia. You might be seeing it, but MasterClass Series, people, there's no words to describe the potency and power and how it will change you and wake you up, the MasterClass Series. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. How are minions sent to interfere with us? Do they only come from dark forces, demons, or can individuals send them? Yeah, okay. Minions. Minions are in service to masters, okay? I would be a master and I could have minions, but I do not have minions, all right? But other people can have minions. Minions are sent from the powers of darkness, from evil energies, from dark lords, from black knight. I mean, minions can be coming from any time, space, dimension. They can be coming from past lives on the astral planes, but people are sending them with a reason. Okay, the reason being these minions are there for a reason to mess you up, to stop you, block you, inhibit you, to torture you, to cause you pain, suffering, and they do a really great job. Okay, just so you know. So yes, it all comes from all of it, from the dark forces, from demons, from individuals. Anybody and everybody can actually send minions to someone. So, if you got enemies, look out. I actually still deal with this crap. I have a client that I've known, wow, for 20 years, and she's someone who actually helps the military. She's an advocate for all the guys coming back from and all the damage that's happened to them, but she's constantly under attack by dark energies. All right. Okay. Okay, hang on. Oh, and also Cynthia's saying we have podcasts now happen, which are really cool. podcasts on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. Help us to get out there. So go ahead and watch them and like them because they're really cool. Really, oh, people. All right. We have a podcast on past lives. So I'm asking people to have fun with it. Write me what you think your past life was. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to tell you the truth if it really is. Because here's the thing, people. Sometimes it feels like it's a past life. You're having this memory. It's a discarnate. Okay. You don't, yeah. All right. I'm telling you, honest God, for real. I had a discarnate that I remember this was back in the 80s when I first started doing entity removal. And I had this feeling all the time like I was going to be shot in the back, or I had a past life, got shot in the back, all that kind of energy. And then found out, took the discarnate out and that feeling, and it was gone. That memory was gone. Okay. Anyway, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. All right. Hang on. What is this one? How necessary of protection. All right. Because as we keep our heart wide open, nothing will come and stay in the body unless the energy already existed in physical first. Is that right? No, that's not right. Okay, so here's the thing, people. Old paradigm, people would put up shields, put up blockages, do all their saging, whatever. Those are old paradigm. They didn't really work anyway, all right? Here's the deal. Start releasing agreements and contracts that you have opened yourself up to allowing discarnates to come into your body. Go to our website. The middle meditation visualization is claiming sovereignty. Learn how to claim sovereignty over your body. Claim it, own it, while getting rid of all agreements and contracts from all time space that you have allowed discarnates to come into you. You have that right to claim ownership of your physical form, but you don't know that, okay? Most people don't know that. At a soul level, the soul doesn't really care, what comes in or out, but you are absolutely influenced and affected by discarnates. You can feel their illnesses. You become that illness. You have that illness. Their thoughts, emotions, beliefs, everything you can become because they are in you. And when they're in you, it feels like it's you. Okay, so you're not going to protect yourself. You have to do things like what I just mentioned. All right. The other component is when you don't have a bunch of friggin' wounding, they'd have nothing to attach to. So if you are truly living in that frequency of pure love and light, there's nothing they can grab hold of. There's no emotional wounding that they can grab hold of. They cannot grab hold of clear energy. Okay, so if you look at like this energy, like it's clear, see that? There's nothing to hold on to. They can't grab on. But any little darkness, black energy, that's what they're going to grab hold of. They can attach to that. Okay, so you want to be clear. Unfortunately, being clear is a journey, lifelong journey, which you may or may not achieve in this lifetime. Okay, and doesn't mean that you can still stop it. Okay, basically check out our website, go to the free stuff. It's under the middle day meditation, claiming sovereignty. That will absolutely teach you how to start doing that. And again, you got to release agreements and contracts, and you have to make it like really anchor in a new agreement and contract where you're no longer willing to allow any discarnates at all to ever enter your body. Okay. Okay, hang on. What do you do if you constantly feel, this is a good one. This is a good one. What do you do if you constantly feel like you should be somewhere else, living another life? Okay, so what's happening? Yeah, hang on. This happens, okay? It's a feeling, and what's happening is yep, you got a freaking discarnate. It's actually not you. Okay, so there's a discarnate that wants to go home, that wants to go live where they used to live. All right, take that energy out, that feeling will be gone. Now, sometimes there are actually people who have that kind of feeling, like it's like this longing, this feeling like this isn't home. I want to go home. And that could be you feeling the desire to go back to original place, original home. Sometimes it's actually off planet. I have a lot of people that feel like they don't belong here. This isn't home. They just want to go home. So I find out, oh yeah. So there's things that we can do to help clear that and shift and change that feeling, that sensation that you want to go home. Okay. You came here for a reason. You agreed to be here. All right. But again, people, these kinds of experiences often are discarnates in the body wanting to go home to their home because they're in your body and you're not living where they want to be living. Okay, so yeah, discarnates people. The thing with discarnates is crazy, serious crazy. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, people, yesterday. Oh, okay. I want to bet. I know. Okay, hang on. Okay. So yesterday was U Wealth Revolution. I did an interview and another clearing. I think it was probably about a 25-minute clearing. Darius said this. He said this was like a world-breaking, shattering of all records, clearing of all time. Okay, something along those lines. I don't remember the exact words, but it was. Okay, so that recording, you can still see that. You can still get in on that. You can still watch or hear the video of the interview with Darius. U Wealth Revolution, people. Here's what's happening, okay? When I change, my work changes. Some of you know, maybe not all of you, but some of you know I got scammed big time, fucked me up, shattered me. I jumped in my vehicle, drove to California from Georgia, okay? But I had major stuff. Not once did I ever feel victimized. Not once did I ever feel like this was being done to me. I know that I had to create this to shatter parts of me so that I could open my heart even more. Okay, and that did happen. But also, what's happened is my work has changed. My sight has gotten even clearer, and there's like it's just like there's something shifted in me. It's like I have no. It's like the attachments. I don't care about anything. I have no attachment to anything. It's like, bring it on, let it all be done. I have no desires whatsoever. I'm just showing up in more light, more power, more ability, more strength than I've ever done before. There we go. All right. How does one keep their heart open while in crisis, in pain and suffering, betrayed? How do we truly live in love and light in each moment? Here's how we do it, people. This is how we do it. All right. I don't care what you're in. I don't care what crisis you're in. I don't care what pain you're in. You can keep your heart open. All right. And you need to keep your heart open because when you keep your heart open, what is not love is going to rise up into consciousness so that you can know it, unravel it, and release it and clear it. So in betrayal, people always, we get betrayed. Here's the thing. Can you remember when you loved this person? If you can't remember when you loved them, can you remember loving anyone? Okay. Whether it's your parents, if you have kids, or a spouse, or whoever, a dog, a critter, a cat, a bird, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Find that feeling of love because it's in here. It's not out there. It only comes from here. You can only feel what rises up from within. You cannot feel anybody else's love. You're feeling love right here. Feeling that love, finding that love. Okay, find that love, even if it's with a critter. Okay, so thinking about that, letting yourself just feel that love, then come back to that feeling of betrayal, keeping that heart open while the feeling of frequency of betrayal is moving through you. Keep the heart open to that, cry it out, sob it out, let the heart break, let it shatter. Okay, that energy lifts up and out, and then you are more able to keep the heart open. This is true no matter what you're experiencing. Okay, I don't care if you're going to prison. I don't care if your house just got burned down. Keep your heart open, people. That's what this time period is all about. This is the new paradigm. Keep the heart open no matter what. Okay. So when you do that, you're going to experience excruciating pain, horrific pain, debilitating pain, like you're going to die pain, like you're going to go crazy pain, like you'll never come out of insanity pain. Keep the heart open, cry it out, fall on the ground, sob your guts out, shatter, doesn't matter. Keep that heart open. Okay? I'm telling you, this is what we do. And yeah, you just heard me just say something about me being scammed. That's exactly what I did. I kept my heart open no matter what. I never felt judgment for these people. I never felt blame. I didn't feel anything because I knew without a doubt. I called this in because I've been asking to open my heart even more. Yeah, so watch, it's like shit's gonna happen, man. You can't stop it. You're just gonna just say yes and let things unfold. So yeah, so It's always about keep your heart open. Okay. All right. So just so y'all know, in less than a half an hour, what is it? Oh, what is it? Pain to happiness. What? We have a group clearing coming up, and it is called, hang on, can't remember my own clearings. Sadness to happiness. Sadness to happiness today, less than a half an hour. So if you want to get more of your pain out, your suffering, your heartache, your heartbreak, join me in less than a half an hour, at the bottom of the hour, 2:30 Eastern time. Yeah, sadness to happiness. Okay, so yes, hang on a second. Yes, the meditation is the midday meditation. We should have changed that, Cynthia. We should change. Make sure that does say claiming sovereignty. I thought we made that clear that we change the name to claiming sovereignty for the midday meditation. So if we haven't, let's make sure we do. All right. Okay, people. So I need to go, and I will see everyone at the half an hour. And just a reminder, um, the clearings now, and rather than an hour and a half, it's an hour. We've tightened everything up. We're not doing all the announcements. You're getting those announcements in the email where you have the link for the group clearing, and then we have, so I give a little bit of info about what's happening. Just a couple minutes of things what need to be announced, but other than that, it's like the clearing and then Q&A. So it's an hour long now rather than an hour and a half. All right, everyone. Hopefully we'll see you there. All right. Till next time.